Do it yourself, Del. Just having a cup of tea. So far, I poured clean water into the tea kettle, turned it up on high, and as you can see, it's starting to whistle. So what I'm going to do now is turn the power off. I'm going to flip the whistling apparatus over here open, and before I do that, I'm going to put the tea bag in the tea pot. This is the tea pot right here. Okay, so that goes in here. I really like this teapot and the tea kettle. The kettle was not very expensive, but the pot costs I think 3 times what the kettle cost. The pot has a kind of a jacket to it to keep things warm, keep the items warm, and it's got a central area here to hold the tea bag. And so the next step is just to pour it. And then we're kind of set there. So the reason I brought this idea up is because sometimes you're doing a project or something, you're doing a little job and you want to take a break. People have different ways of taking breaks, and this is one of them. You got yourself a nice hot. People that don't drink coffee, some like me like tea, and also you have to wait for the tea to cool down, so it gives you a little break a little bit of a respite from your task that at hand. Gives you a little bit of break, and sometimes when when that happens, you give your mind a chance to maybe look at problems in different ways and come up with different solutions. And anyway, it gives you a chance to sit down as well. So this is just one way of taking a break. So I'm really happy with this tea kettle, the tea pot, and this apparatus as well. I like them both, and I like pretty much the quickness of it. And I learned I was only putting the dial on the stove halfway down, but for this one I did it up and all the way, and that's the way it's going to go. So do it yourself, Del, signing off for now. Do it yourself, Del here again, continuing with our enjoyment of tea, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. English breakfast tea. And here's one that is the green tea, and here's one of the more healthy ones that I like. It's got ginger turmeric, and that's kind of, I guess, more along the healthy lines. I also like the decaffeinated, and that way you can have your tea later at night. And let's see what else we got in here. More English. Here's your black tea, decaffeinated. And let's see what I got. These special tea containers, so it makes you look like some sort of aficionado or some person that really knows what they're doing. And the other teas the aforementioned teas that I brought up are here. Here's more turmeric, and there's more decaffeinated in here. And then the bottom is one that I really like. And sometimes you go out to eat someplace and you say, oh boy, what their tea was really great. And so you take one home with you, and I guess sometimes it's just maybe the ambiance of the restaurant or something that makes you think that the tea is super. But we've got other people have tastes like say cinnamon, or I drink tea sometimes in different ways, and there are tea shops that have a a myriad of different flavors and different teas from different perspectives and so forth, and you make that up in your own longer tea bags, and you pour the things in there, and it works that way. Here's still more with tea in larger. I'm not a spice or cinnamon person or orange or any of those other kind of flavors. I just like the regular style of tea. And here's another one. Iced chocolate, and I think that's about it for that one. And I think the peppermint stuff is in this last one, but it makes you look like you know what you're doing when you have your tea in something like this, and it looks nice up on the counter and so forth. And let's see what we got. Yeah, this one's the peppermint. So that's why I got so many of them, because I never had one, never drank it. I'm not saying there's anything bad about it. I'm not saying that people that have different tastes are something less, but here's another package of tea that try this other one. I think this is another one in a bigger package that I've already started, so I must have sampled this one. Let's see what this one's all about. Nothing. Naturally, there's nothing written on it now that we're on TV, and I could show you and maybe talk about this. Let's see what's in here. It's got a certain aroma to it. And, so I don't know why this doesn't have a label on it. There's no law that says you can't. As I say, that's the special way those shops that sell all those teas, they'll sell their tea bags to be real long, and you just pour the contents in and then put the bag in the and steep it the same way you would normally. So that I would just as soon have these two compartments filled with things that are here, but and there's also teas that I went through that are already gone, that aren't here. So it's kind of showing you my approach to just another approach to taking a break and maybe having a beverage or something. So I hope this helps. And
you got 5 minutes.
Okay. So again, I should have said this in the beginning. Subscribe, and please subscribe and comment. So just use your imagination and pretend I said it in the beginning. Signing off for now. Dell here again, continuing enjoying my cup of tea and recounting some of the benefits of it. Say you're a singer. This might help your voice a little bit. Sometimes coffee's kind of harsh. Some teas are healthy. Some don't have caffeine in them, and so you don't have to worry about going to sleep at night, and that caffeine keeping you up. And it's just a taste of it versus coffee. Not everybody is a coffee drinker. Not everybody cares for that. So I'm still pretty hot here, and so I get a chance to sit down and wait for this to cool off a little bit. And there probably are other health benefits to this, depending upon what kind of tea you get. Some of the more expensive teas, I think, might have health benefits to them that say a regular, less expensive tea may not have, might not be in the forefront of how they feature their product. But I just to try to get it across that there are other ways of relaxing with a beverage, and the taste of it and so forth, and just trying to pass it along to you. And again, with the stove, I was only going with the halfway throttle, and it took a lot longer for the water to boil. And this with full throttle, it happens pretty quick, and so it's not much time. It shortens the time that way, and so. I'm going to try this, but I'm pretty sure it's still too hot. Not that bad. Not that bad, even though it's smoking it. I'll give it another try. And there's green tea, which is kind of traditionally kind of healthy, and there's other teas that cost maybe, oh, I don't know, maybe at least 5 times what a normal, the biggest brand of tea cost, and that's kind of health benefits. And this pharmacist friend of mine, he drinks that more expensive stuff, and it just seems to do well. So, producer, how we doing?
Yeah, pretty good. I think if we just get a little bit more B-roll of you finishing
Another thing with the colder weather coming up, this is a nice deal. It warms you up. One of the downside risks is with this or coffee, you have to watch it because it's so hot. It could burn your skin if there's somebody else around and it accidentally knocks it over or something. So you got to be a little bit more careful with it. But delineated the benefits as I see them, and the one drawback maybe. And some people drink this beverage with their dinner or after dinner. The English seem to have it every day in the afternoon as a tradition. I just like it occasionally. No set schedule or time of day. It's when I get a chance to take a break. Okay, enough of this subject. Do it yourself, Del, signing off. Adios.